When we talk about the Supreme Court, it really raises the central issue in this election, namely, what kind of country are we going to be?
The justices that I'm going to appoint will be pro-life. They will have a conservative bent. They will be protecting the Second Amendment.
I will defend Roe v. Wade, and I will defend women's rights to make their own health care decisions.
If you go with what Hillary is saying, in the 9th month, you can take the baby and rip the baby out of the womb of the mother.
Using that kind of scare rhetoric is just terribly unfortunate.
Hillary wants to give amnesty. She wants to have open borders. And once the border is secured, at a later date, we'll make a determination as to the rest. But we have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
I want to get everybody out of the shadows, get the economy working, and not let employers like Donald exploit undocumented workers. Which finally, will Donald Trump admit and condemn that the Russians are doing this and make it clear that he will not have the help of Putin in this election?
I don't know Putin. He said nice things about me. If we got along well, that would be good. If Russia and the United States got along well and went after ISIS, that would be good. He has no respect for her.
Well, that's because he'd rather have a puppet as president of the United States.
No puppet.
And it's pretty clear.
You're the puppet. Our country is stagnant. We've lost our jobs. We've lost our businesses. We're not making things anymore.
So he goes around with crocodile tears about how terrible it is, but he has given jobs to Chinese steel workers, not American steel workers.
You say that I use steel or I use something else. I make it impossible for me to do that. And I didn't even apologize to my wife, who's sitting right here, because I didn't do anything. I didn't know any of these women. I think they want either fame or her campaign did it. And I think it's her campaign.
Donald thinks belittling women makes him bigger. He goes after their dignity, their self-worth, and I don't think there is a woman anywhere who doesn't know what that feels like.
Now, why don't you give back the money that you've taken from certain countries that treat certain groups of people so horribly? Why don't you give back the money?
And I'd be happy to compare what we do with the Trump Foundation, which took money from other people and bought a 6-foot portrait of Donald. I mean, who does that?
One of the prides of this country is the peaceful transition of power. Are you saying you're not prepared now to commit to that principle?
What I'm saying is that I will tell you at the time. I'll keep you in suspense.
Well,
okay?
Chris, let me respond to that because that's horrifying. You know, every time Donald thinks things are not going in his direction, he claims whatever it is rigged against him.
Like Mr. Trump's face.
He's unfit, and he proves it every time
you
he
are
talks.
the one that's unfit.